Well, check 1 2, check 1 2. Welcome to the Athlete Institute in Mono, Ontario. A big one tonight. Two of Canada's top prep teams, Addison versus Orangeville Prep. Is going to get ready for the start of the intros and stuff in a minute here. I'm Chris McKee. Always appreciate you joining me. Really looking forward to this one. Thanks to those who tuned in to watch the Orangeville Provincial squad comfortably get past Excel. Did my interview with Chris Kirstens. It was nice to chat with him. See a lot of coaches in the building to talk to Chris from the Canadian universities. And bodies filing in here for the start of this one. The intros are going to start in just 1 second, and I'll be quiet for a moment. All right. Well, I can already see we've got numbers changed on Addison, and I'm going to have some names wrong, so not the best start. I'll text over, see if they can send me a screenshot. So I'm texting over, hopefully. So number 1, Rav Randawa. I'm already off because we had 0 was Javian Downey, but then they said 10 was Downey. So give me 1 second, we'll get it. Number 8, Nemanja Sarkonovic. 23, Ibrahima Sacco. 13, Mohamed Mahadi. Out there for Orangeville. There's Oliver Engen, Justin Chase, Ebenezer Ogo, Matai Baptiste, and Kevin Dukovacic. Here we go. Addison. That's Javian Downey, ball in his hand. Randawa. Guarded closely, and then stepped out of bounds already. Mohamed Mahadi. Dukovacic inside, and that should be blue ball because, yeah, off Ogo's hand. So Kevin got some good news this week. His brother Sean will be joining Orangeville Prep. Just made the mid-season change from Fort Erie. So I know mom and pops Raymond and Andrea happy about that because they're driving from Montreal to 2 different teams. Now they can only do 1. Jay Addison moving it around. Randawa. Guarded closely. Switches. Oh, denied. Ebenezer Ogo. Swatted away. So nice start for Ebenezer. Getting the start tonight. Also Justin Chase out there getting the start tonight. Justin was outstanding last week up here. He's Royal Crown. Baptiste. He's been red hot of late. So we can keep that going tonight. Engen cuts through everyone. Oliver Engen. Nice start for Ali. 2-0 Orangeville. So Jay Addison ahead of Orangeville in the OSBA standings. And can't get that to go. Who's on the ground? I'll let you know in 1 second. That's Ibrahima Sacco. So Sacco will shoot some free throws. Sacco, a guy already fielding a couple offers from U.S. programs, including Arizona State and Northern Illinois. You know, I don't like to meddle in any of the kids' decisions, but, I mean, Arizona State to Northern Illinois, that's... I've been to the campus of Arizona State, so it's kind of a no-brainer. 1 of 2 from the line. Engen. The Kovacic. Baptiste pulls up. In and out. Baptiste gets his own rebound and then denied. Sacco rejects that. And then down the other end, Ogo again. So Ebenezer up for it tonight. All right, looks like we're decent for the numbers right now. Okay, I got a screenshot. No, that's the... I'm trying to get the Jay Addison lineup. The Kovacic finger roll, Ogo with the follow, Ebenezer Ogo. So Ebenezer feeling it tonight. Step back jumper, and then there's the rebound. The Kovacic. Chase checks his feet, swish. Justin Chase. That's the start you want for Justin. And then Sacco, a little Euro step and 1. Ibrahima Sacco. So Sacco showing what he's got right out the gate. (7-6). Good start so far. Sacco ties it at 7. Engen. Baptiste, guarded by Sacco. And then Chase has it stolen. And then down the other end, Nemanja Sarkonovic. Second time's a charm. Jay Addison back out in front. So a much different Jay Addison squad than a year ago, the team I saw last year. A lot of new faces. The Kovacic showing his handle, but that doesn't go for him, excuse me. Jay Addison pulls up. Sarkonovic can't get it to go. Randawa, he was looking for a foul. It was just an air ball. Engen. Ollie, no good. So Ollie feeling it tonight. Really aggressive. Nemanja Sarkonovic down the other end. Back to back for Jay Addison. Nemanja out of Kitchener. Made the move east to Markham. Play for Jay Addison. Ogo. Turnarounds. So I like the idea by Tony to start Ogo because Jay Addison doesn't really have the size to compete. It's a much smaller team. Well, Malcolm Tyler getting some early minutes. Again, talking about the size. Go with the big guys. Ogo gets a quick breather. And the youngster, Malcolm Tyler, from New Westminster, BC out there. Sacco. And he just backs down the defender. Ibrahima Sacco. Stolen. Randawa. And one. No, they're calling a charge. You gotta be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Well, hey, catch a break right there. Yeah. So I'm with the Jay Addison coaches on that one. So last week was an all-timer for the refs. Now the good news is I haven't seen that one ref here. That was the cause of much controversy last week because they're usually back again the same week. So Engen, Matai puts it on the floor. He's got the Kovacic for three. It's for two, actually. Foot was on the line, didn't go regardless. Sarkonovic down the other way, denied by Baptiste. And they're calling a goaltending. So Nemanja Sarkonovic out the gate quickly. That's 6 points for him already. So here's Matzel. Surprising to see the Dunkleys both buried on the bench. Jalik usually a given to start. Orangeville had some success down in the grind session this week. I think they were 2-0 from what I saw. Turnover. Downey. And then Downey gives it right back. The Kovacic to Matzel, spot up, thought about it. Tyler, the big man. Tyler looking for help. Engen, the Kovacic had to put it up because the shot clock was expiring. It doesn't drop. And then down the other end, that's Zion Messam with his first basket. Jay Addison leads 17-7. 10-point lead for the visitors here at the Athlete Institute in Mono, Ontario. I'm Chris McKee. Appreciate you joining me. Of course, drop me a line on Twitter out there if you're listening, getting any names wrong, at Mr. McKee. I don't check the Instagram as much. I was getting messages last week, but if you don't follow, it goes to like the hidden, and then I didn't see any of the messages till well after the game. So I had the chance to head up to Montreal last week. Talked about this in the first game. They had some NCAA basketball up there. The Northern Classic was interviewing a bunch of, 5 of the 6 coaches, a couple of players. So got to see Stephen F. Austin University firsthand. I got to sit in their dressing room, watch the pregame speech, postgame speech. It's crazy. Got to speak to their head coach, Kyle Keller, a couple of their players. They got a kid, Jalen Jackson Posey. They got 3 pros on Stephen F. Austin. The defensive intensity between what I saw in Montreal compared to this level is night and day. Those boys play defense like tight as a glove. It's insane. Also saw Montana State, who was in the tournament last year. Spoke to their head coach, Danny Sprinkle. Middle Tennessee, that's a good team. They went 3-0 in Montreal. Spoke to their head coach, Nick McDevitt. UNC Greensboro was there. Mike Jones, their head coach. I always love that, Mike Jones. Never get enough of that. And who else? Oh, Quinnipiac, Baker Dunleavy. Who, Baker and I talked off camera, and I told him, he says, I got to find some Canadians. I said, hey, I do the play-by-play for Orangeville Prep. He said, Tony McIntyre, that's my guy right away. So, Tony, internationally known. Got to mention that to Tony after the game. Tyler wide open. Turnaround hook shot. Doesn't drop for the big man. Downey to feet to Sacco. Ibrahima Sacco. Ooh. Well, you can see why this guy's stacking up offers. This dude can play. It's my first look at him. Well, he's good. Wide open Matzel. Doesn't drop. So Sacco is a problem. You can see it already. This guy, Sacco back to back. Orangeville, no answer for him. Yeah, there comes, looks like Janai. Engen. Kovacic. Shot clock wanted down, and it's going to be a turnover. So Orangeville messing around with it. They're all out of sorts right now. Tony McIntyre saying, settle down, boys. And we're going to see Janai Dunkley distant. (21-7). So Janai looks like he's going to be tasked with guarding 23, Sacco. Wide open look, Messam, swish. The road to Zion, Messam, big three, 24-7, Jay Addison. Orangeville needs to answer. This happened to them a couple weeks ago. They fell behind Hodan early in the first quarter like this, and then they had to dig out of this huge hole and just ran out of time. Baptiste, Matzel from the free throw line, gets off the schneid, Dawson Matzel. Much needed for Orangeville. Corner three. Ooh. Who's that? Number 6, Isaiah Flores, off the bench for Jay Addison. So even Jay Addison's bench a problem. The Kovacic to Matzel, inside to Janai. Dawson attacks, finger roll, no good. Sacco down the other end. He's explosive. His first step is lightning quick. And then he's just by everyone, makes it look easy. Ibrahima Sacco, man. Corner, the Kovacic, too much. Gets it back, and then he's fouled. Blocking foul called against Jay Addison. Sarkonovic. So 20-point lead early in the first quarter for Jay Addison, just like that. Kovacic at the free throw line. Mentioned sat with his parents. We watched, who did we watch? Montana State. Stephen F. Austin, maybe, was it? We watched one of the games together. I stayed out in Laval. I didn't stay in downtown. I did drive into downtown Montreal, but the traffic was a nightmare. I couldn't find a parking spot. Drove around for close to an hour. Wanted to go to dinner on Crescent Street. Said forget it, and then drove back out to Laval. So for those unfamiliar with Montreal, Laval is like Pickering, basically. It's, you know, it's way out, 20, 30 minutes out of downtown. Mahadi to Messam, just hit a three. Short on this attempt. There's Jalik seeing his first action. Jalik Dunkley distant. And how's that not a foul? So I got to find out quickly who 45 is. I got the roster text to me. 45. He's not on here, so let me write him. Tony. I can't pronounce Eziona. I can't. The writing is tough. Texting over the scores table because he's not on the roster. Baptiste at the line. Hits the first. Matai. So he's playing some outstanding basketball of late. Substitution, we got 5, so Josh Luzayamo seeing his first action. At the end of the quarter, I'll hopefully figure out who 45 is on blue. Forgive me to friends and family of his. Sarkonovic ball in his hand. Jay Addison holding for the last shot of the quarter. Step back three. Short, tipped away, rebound Messam. And then Jalik obstructs that shot, got a piece of it. So at the end of one, all Jay Addison, all Ibrahima Sacco, 29-12. I'm Chris McKee, thanks for joining me. We got a good one here tonight. It's never easy with the rosters. It's frustrating because I spend half my time texting over the scores table, trying to figure out who's who, even though I go over and speak to every coach for every game, and there's always someone not on the roster every single game. Stressful. So we got some half-court shots here happening. Let's see. Oh, well, that's Keon Fuller. Keon just finished playing in the game before, so this is a little a bit rigged. Because this guy just finished playing 40 minutes. Oh, almost. So I went to go watch the TMU/Ryerson game versus Ontario Tech, and I talked about this in the first game, but our guy Kenyon Sterling, former Orangeville player, playing with TMU, and they did a similar, like a half-court shot thing. So what they did, the guy had to hit a three, and then he would get, if he hit the three, he would get a chance at another three for $5,000. He hit the three, and then the thing rolled around, all around the rim, off the backboard, back all around the rim, and didn't drop for the guy. The whole gym was like, oh, wanted to see this guy. I've never seen a guy come closer to $5,000 in my life and not get it. But it was cool just seeing the different levels of basketball. You know, I mentioned watching 6 NCAA teams last week, then going to watch some OUA ball. And then here in the OSBA, the difference is defense. Whether NCAA university or U Sports, they play much tighter D. Matai trying to outmuscle his defender, and the follow, Matai Baptiste, a bit more like it. Orangeville's got to start using their size. They're much bigger. It's just Sacco so explosive. They got to start getting a little physical with him, make them earn these baskets instead of just blowing right by them. Rav Randawa leaves it for Mahadi. Flores to Messam. Both Flores and Messam already with threes. Flores missed. Rebound Baptiste. Jalik. And how is that not a foul? Messam like pulling at Baptiste. It is. Thank you. (29-14). Orangeville chipping away at it. Engen will inbound. Alley-oop! Jalik Dunkley distant, sneaks in the back door and hammers that down. Hey, I've seen that play a dozen times over, and each time works like a charm. The response, corner three, Zion Messam. Jay Addison, lots of guys that can shoot the ball. It's funny, I seen, and there's Matai airball. I think it was Justin Chase last year had a highlight reel dunk like that, and then Shamar Rattan-Mays, who's down at Youngstown State, he commented saying, I can't believe you guys are still running that play, and it still works. Because obviously Shamar here for, 4 or 5 years, and he would be the one inbounding that. So yes, Shamar, they're still running it. Randawa from way downtown and didn't even get a lick of the rim. Orangeville needed that. Engen. Jalik lost a handle on it. 7 on the shot clock, 6. 5. Matzel. Oh, as the shot clock expires, Dawson Matzel, nothing but net. And then Sacco finally misses one. Stolen, and get your phones out. Ibrahim Sacco. He didn't profile it as much as I thought he would, but still hammers it down. They have no response for 23 in blue. Excuse me, we don't have a cough button here. I needed to take my headset off for a second. We got some T Grizzly in the background, one of my favorites. He's just different. It's not your cookie cutter usual guy. T Grizzly out of Detroit. What was that, First Day Out, I think that song is. So shout out Director Huss back in the building. Back from trip to Thailand. Nice to see him back in here. Dukovashish. Huss does all the crazy social media videos you see on the Orangeville Instagram. Jalik spin move. And it drops for him. Jalik Dunkley distant. 34-21. Looking at the Orangeville number. 7 minutes to go in the half. Messam. Randawa inside. And Janai with the block and rips it away. Matzel, after the big three, now attacks off the glass. Dawson Matzel. Sacco. Ball still lively, pick it up. Everyone stop, we didn't hear a whistle. Randawa off the snide. Rav Randawa. Grab from Vancouver, BC. And it looks like a little hand check foul in Zion Messam. So the Jay Addison coach was in the ref's ear about something and now wants a timeout. There's that T Grizzly again. So decent crowd in here tonight. It's not as lively as it was 2 weeks ago when I was up here yet. I don't know if we need to get that that lively. It was rowdy in here. We had Tony McIntyre getting ejected. And I 1,000% support his decision to get ejected because he was right. So I would imagine some people heading up here tonight, talked about this in the first game as well. There's a really bad accident on Highway 9. Right at Highway 27 on the drive up here, so I got stuck in a bit of a jam. Normally my jam is on the 401 or the 404, and that was pretty quiet today. And then you get up on Highway 9 and it's crawling because of a really bad accident. So I would imagine a lot of other people up here got stuck in that. So if you didn't decide to come and you're watching on the live stream, and that's your usual route, probably the better move. 13-point lead for the visitors in blue from Markham. Matzel been the hot hand here in the second quarter. And of course that highlight reel dunk. There's at least one or two a night from Jalik Dunkley distant. So it looks like Baptiste is going to get called. Away from the ball. Holding. He's holding one of the guys in blue. Not what Orangeville needed right now. Downey. Javion Downey blew by his defender, but then just couldn't finish. Orangeville's got numbers. Downey went hard into the wall. Matzel wide open. And Jalik with the, no, it's Janai with the follow. Now Jalik, third time's a charm. Janai couldn't put it away, but Jalik does. Lead to 11. Randawa. And Sacco is stripped. Here comes Matzel. And he's hammered. Matzel goes down hard. He's a little ginger getting up. Looks all right, though. You know, Matzel dealt with a knee injury all last season and was shut down in the summer. And he was wearing some kind of like little knee brace for a while. Looks like he's finally gotten away from it. You know, I talked about that with the Stephen F. Austin head coach, Kyle Keller. Their star player, Roti Ware, he had ACL surgery, and Kyle was like, he's not the same yet. He doesn't want to, you know, he's not as agile. He's not as tight defensively because he's worried about the knee constantly. And so it's more the mental. He says he's physically there. He's just got to mentally get over it. So you wonder other guys dealing with similar issues. Excuse me. Substitution. So Josh Luzayamo coming in. I know I've called his game before because I remember that name. And what's that called? I'm puzzled, but hey, if you're Orangeville, let's take it. Much needed turnover, so Orangeville with a chance to get the lead to single digits after getting 20 points behind. Matzel thought about it. Jalik with the shot clock expiring. Jalik Dunkley, distance for 3 this time. You know, that's the part of Jalik's game he's got to perfect. If he can become a three-point shooter, and that's the next thing. Sacco and Ibrahima Sacco finally cooling off. The Kovacic off the glass. C'est bon. Kevin Kovacic lead now at 5. And Eli Georgievic seeing his first action. Hopefully I get the name right this time. That is Pop's messaged me. He said the D silent, so Georgievic. Hopefully that's it. The Kovacic, Georgievic, and then off Sacco. How was that blue ball? Well, down the other end was Josh Luzayamo. Nice little Euro step. Thought that should have been Orangeville ball down the other end. Matzel, corner 3. Doesn't go. Janai comes away with it. Jalik over top of the defender. And Jalik red hot already. Jalik Dunkley distant. And Sacco down the other end. Third time's a charm. Ibrahima Sacco. 7-point lead, Jay Addison. We got a ball game, folks. Georgievic. Shot clock winding down to Kovacic. Janai in there, getting the rebounds, and he's fouled. Janai Dunkley distant. So Janai will shoot some free throws. This is one of those games, free throws, a lot more important than maybe other nights. Got to hit them. This is, you can see where this game's headed. It's going to be a tight one. Free throws even more important tonight. Hits the first. Sacco. And it looks like Kovacic called with a foul. So mention off the top, come New Year, we'll see Sean Kovacic, Kevin's brother. So Kevin can shoot the three, sorry, Sean can shoot the three. Speaking of the three, Flores in the corner. I know Kevin can shoot three, but I told his brother Sean that's his forte. Should be white ball. Still it is. Engen back in. Kevin will take a quick breather. Matzel, he's up for it tonight. A couple big shots already. So is Jalik. I liked Ogo to start. He was making an impact. Now on the bench, Janai. He's a travel on Janai. It'll be blue ball. Thought he was fouled. I still don't know. I've texted over to the scores table. They didn't respond who 45 is yet. Because they've written it with handwriting, the coaches, and I can't read the writing. It looks like Ezionu. Sacco again. Ezionu. We'll go with. Forgive me if it's not right. Matzel. Shot clock at 5, 4-3. Take it. Georgievic from the corner. Eli Georgievic for 3. Much needed. Oh, they called it a 2. And then Sacco just blows by everyone. This guy's got a first step. Damn. So I mentioned he's got offers from Arizona State, Northern Illinois, probably a couple others. So you wonder, that's a big gap. I mean, that's a major conference school, and then, to be honest, Northern Illinois is not a very good mid-major program right now. They've had success in the past, but been terrible over the past couple of years. So you wonder, what is he? Well, he's more of that major conference player, and then they just throw it away. You can't have mistakes like that in a game like this. I mean, the simplest thing, an inbound pass. No. See, Jay Madison didn't have any problem with it. Ezionu. And travel, or a charge the other way. So, hey, Orangeville catches a break as Jay Addison gives it right back to them. .124 to go in the half. Orangeville's did a nice job of digging out of that hole. Jalik has his pocket picked by Sacco, and he'll go coast to coast. Oh my God! Ibrahim Sacco. My goodness. My goodness. Well, he's one of the best I've seen walk through these doors. He's got great size and just lightning quick. So Jay Addison also missing Ibrahim Asano, one of their other better players. Looks like he's out injured tonight. Oh, and you got Sacco out there. I don't think you need much else. Downey showing his handle. Nice little step back. Javion Downey. Pretty sweet. Just like that, Jay Addison back up 48-36. Jalik, floater, gets his own follow. Jalik Dunkley distant. That's becoming one of Jalik's signature moves. If he misses, he's just got such great hops. He jumps right back up and gets it. Flores turns it over. Georgievic with time expiring. Well, he's fouled at least, so it will not be the half yet. Eli's going to shoot a couple free throws. Big free throws because you don't want to go to half double digit. Let's get this down to single digits and regroup. Eli from White Rock, BC. Played at Ridley last year, which is down in what, St. Catharines, I believe. Ridley used to be one of the best teams in the OSBA when they had the Bediaco brothers, Jaden, who's down at Santa Clara, and then Charles, who's down at Alabama. Charles was a 5-star recruit. Charles had offers from like Duke, Kentucky, chose to go play for Nate Oates down at Alabama. That's a team you're going to see be in the mix for March Madness. And Orangeville misses both free throws at the half. So Jay Addison will take a double-digit lead into the locker room, 48-38. I'm Chris McKee. Appreciate you joining us. We got a 10-minute break. We'll see you back for the start of the second half. Welcome back for the start of the second half. I'm Chris McKee, appreciate you joining us. So Jay Addison out in front by 10, 48-38. And I finally figured out 45, so we got him. It's Tony Izanu. So their coaches wrote the name down, but he couldn't read the writing on the game sheet. And he wasn't on the regular roster, so there we go. Tony Izano, my apologies to him and his friends and family. We got it now. So Orangeville dug themselves a 20-point deficit and then finally started to wake up. We had Jalik Dunkley-Distant with a couple highlight reel dunks and a three. Dawson Matzel, a couple threes, but as far as points, Sacco leads with 20. And then Jalik leads Orangeville with 11. Chris McKee, appreciate you joining me. If you are out there, hit me up on Twitter, @Mr. McKee, Instagram, @Mr. McKeeCM. Let me know where you're listening from. Any questions, complaints, or you want to tell me how good I am. Back to it. So will Orangeville find an answer for 23 Sacco? He's been the best player on the floor tonight. Randawa misses on his attempt, and there's Sacco, scoops it up. Air ball on that. And that was Mohamed Mahadi. Orangeville down the other way. Dukovacic. Baptiste yet to get really going tonight. And Ebenezer Ogo back out there who had the start. And now it's blue ball. Talking about Ebenezer had a great start. Huge block. This basket and then buried on the bench. And like I said, not a lot of size on Jay Addison. So an opportunity to exploit his size. And then Ebenezer is undressed. That's Nemanja Sarkonovic. 12-point lead for the visitors. Dukovacic. Justin Chase back out there as well. Engen. And Chase is hammered. Yeah, thank you. He was looking like Justin Chase was mugged. Well, Justin will shoot some free throws. Justin from Scarborough. In and out. My voice is cracking. That's why. So for those who don't know, I do traffic reporting for 8 different radio stations. Chase hits the second one. So I took today off, thankfully, but my voice is gone. I'm toast. Between doing the basketball, my golf radio show, and then the traffic 7 hours a day, I need a much-needed voice break. It'd be nice to not talk for a while. Matai comes away with that rebound. Dukovacic guarded by Randawa. Engen. Orangeville messing around with it. Ugly possession, but Baptiste makes the most of it. Matai Baptiste. A lot of guys running around, not doing much. Downey, the response. Javion Downey for 3. Javion, previously over at Bill Crothers, also plays for Northern Kings in the summer. And you've got to be kidding me. They can't get the ball over in half. You can't have those kind of mental errors in this game. Just sitting there casually dribbling the ball for 10 seconds and then it runs out. Get it over. Sacco to the corner. In and out. Sarkonovic can't get that to go. Excuse me. Baptiste from the free throw line. And that's his sweet spot, Matai Baptiste. Back-to-back buckets, almost from the identical spot. Downey, a really nice player. This is my first look at most of these guys, other than 2 or 3 guys on Jay Addison I've seen before. I really like Downey. Love Sacco. I mean, this guy's, you got to make a case for a first-team OSBA All-Star. Certainly going to be in that conversation. And I can't see who's down on the floor right now. It might be Chase. Let's see what happened. It's concerning. Where's the physio in that? It was away from the ball, so I didn't see what happened. And I'm trying to see who's, it looks like it might be Justin Chase. Because like I said, it's face down. He's getting up now. It is Justin. And so we don't know what the issue is, but he's not well. Looks like he's holding, I think he's bleeding. It's a nose thing. So that's what they had the towels out for. It looks like he's got a nose, his nose was bleeding. He might have got an elbow in the nose or something, and now he's bleeding. So Tony McIntyre's gone to the dressing room with him. So Coach O will take over the head coaching duties for now. Hopefully we get some good news on Justin tonight. Hate seeing that. We're back to it. Sacco. And again, just blows by everyone. He's fouled this time by Ogo. And Sacco getting up. So Sacco will shoot some free throws. They don't have any height or anything listed for what year he is on the OSBA site. Even I tried looking him up on Google. I'm not quite sure his age. I'm quite sure he's damn good. Best player out there tonight by far. Hitting free throws as well. Matzel trying to back down his defender. Little fadeaway. Lovely. Dawson Matzel. Some old school basketball post moves. Love it. How is no one in the world on 23? Now, thankfully he missed it, but how the hell is he getting that wide open? Matai Baptiste down the other end. Downey spins by Matzel with ease. And then underneath, and then Zion Messam with the finish. That was pretty sweet. Downey just undressed Matzel, and then nice little dish. Orangeville cannot crack that 10-point deficit. You know, they'll get it to 9, and then it goes away. Dukovic misses, and it should be white ball. It is, yeah. Matzel knocked it off Messam. Dukovic lost it. Matai gets it back. Jay Addison. And then Matzel and one. Dawson Matzel. Bit more like it. So Matzel certainly got some fight in him tonight. Not sure what's going on over here. How, are they not calling? How is that not an and one? Ugh, every week. That makes no sense. He's in the act of shooting, he's fouled, and you don't give an and one. Oh, here we go. Messam slips, and then while he was on his butt, made a nice pass. Mahadi pulls up from just outside the free throw line and drops that. And again, that 10-point lead back in order. Baptiste scoops it up and then gives it right back. Too casual. Zion Messam and then hammered by Ogo. I'm all right with that. And then Messam to the free throw line. Well, the injury to Chase has really taken kind of the wind out of the sails in the game tonight. Really concerning. Oh, that is Kevin, yeah. So I'm messing up Dukovic and Baptiste again, forgive me. So Raymond, Kevin's dad, sending me a message, forgive me. Every week I do it. I need a producer in my ear telling me, so Raymond is that. Jalik Baptiste. And then Matai threw it off. One of the guys in blue, he didn't. It's still going to be blue ball. Other set of twins, but that's not the guys I mess up every week. Sacco, and then he gets the roll. Ibrahim Sacco. Unstoppable tonight. Matzel fade away. Dawson Matzel. I'm getting old, man. And how that wasn't a palm, Nemanja Sarkonovic. Lead back to 13. The Kovacic ball in hands to Engen. Good defense by Jay Addison. Matzel. It's worked a couple times tonight for him, so he went back to it. The Kovacic steals it. And Jalik with a little floater in and out. Matai, finally. Matai Baptiste. And Downey down the other end stripped. Djokovic just got a hand on it. And then it's got to be an offensive, is it? It was. So that's Izano, Tony Izano, a little too aggressive. I just messaged with Raymond Kevin's dad and told him, well, when your other son starts playing, it's going to get worse. I'm going to be calling them all different names. Well, the good news is I can just go with the Kovacic because 2 out of 3 times they'll probably be right. I'll take 2 out of 3 any day of the week. (64-53). The only good news is for Orangeville is Sacco was cooled off a little. Had a nice basket a second ago, but they've managed to keep him in check for the most part here in this second half, but they're not making the shots. Other guys in blue stepping up. Javion Downey can play. Messum's having a night, and then we just give it right back. Downey. It's got to be white ball. What I don't understand is the ref who's right there is looking for the call from the ref who's the furthest away from it. Flores. To Downey. Up and under. Oh, absolutely delicious. Javion Downey. Matzel with the Euro, and he's fouled. So Matzel, the transfer from Lincoln Prep in his first season with Orangeville, to the Hamilton area. And Dawson usually money from the free throw lines tonight, but not right now. 0 for 2. Not a good sign for Orangeville. Oh, what a bounce pass underneath. And then Downey got it back. Messum. I mean, how many opportunities can Jay Addison get? That's 4. And then Nemanja Sarkonovic for 3. Everyone in white standing around staring. Box out, rebound, cover someone. You can live with Sacco blowing by you and with a highlight reel dunk because he's a Division I player, a high-end Division I player. What you can't live with is Jay Addison getting 4 or 5 cracks at it, and no one in white is even making an attempt at the ball. Well, thank God we got some Lil Wayne going. Put me in a better mood. So I mentioned I will not be up here next week for the game. Originally, it was only supposed to be the provincial team on the 13th. And then they messaged and said, well, no, the senior team's going to play, so I will not be on the call for the game on the 13th. There's only so many days a year I can book off for work, and I'm running out of them. So it's kind of BS with my work. So I've been there for almost 5 years, but I left at this time last year to go to North Bay to work for Post Media. And it was literally a year ago tomorrow that I came home. But because I left for 1 month, I lost all my seniority when I came back about 6-7 weeks later. And so all my days off are very minimal. Well, the good news is Justin Chase is back out there. So thank goodness. Really concerned. So it looks like it might have been just a nosebleed or something. And then Chase with the basket. Love this little hockey toughness. You shed some blood, you get out there and keep playing. Stitch me up, coach. Get me back in. They need Chase tonight. They need his size and athleticism. Downey. Flores in the corner. Rebound, Janai. Malcolm Tyler. Big guy out there as well. Orangeville, ball in his hands. Chase. He's got a much shorter defender on him. Well, now they've switched off. Janai, turnaround jump shot. Janai Dunkley distance. Just as the shot clock was expiring, still a 14-point lead for Jay Addison. And the coach is complaining about something at the scores table. I don't understand. I can't hear what's happening over there. It's over the other side of the gym. If you're the Jay Addison coach, you got a 14-point lead on the road. The last thing you should be concerned about is the scores table. So quiet. You can hear a pin drop in here right now, unlike last week where it was as loud as I've ever heard it. We need something to kind of get this gym involved. A little Jalik or Justin highlight reel dunk may do it. Big block, something. Oh, there we go. They changed this. Not 14. It's 12. They just added on the inside scoreboard here. I don't know what you're looking at home. Well, 69-57, breathe a sigh of relief seeing Chase. I'll tell you, I'll be honest. So when I was 12 years old, my teammate, Ken Georgiopoulos, had a heart attack and died on the field. And ever since then, anytime I know it's worse, thinking the worst, I was 12 years old and had to be a pallbearer at my teammate's funeral. And anytime I see a guy go down, when it's not like, oh, that's his knee, that's his ankle, there's always this horrible feeling that washes over me. And so it was breathe a sigh of relief. I know it's not right to think that way, but it's just, because at the time we didn't think it was anything too serious. And then as the minutes went on, we all started to realize, uh-oh, something really wrong is going on here. And so thankfully, that situation, nothing like that. August 1987, remember it clearly, Sacco. Everything but the finish. Rebound, the big man Tyler. Remy Tissington out there, yet to take a shot. Jalik, Tyler, and there's Tissington way off though. And Sacco. And it's going to be a turnover because the ball didn't touch the rim. So it should be blue ball. And so it is blue ball. 10.4 to go in the third quarter. Last shot opportunity for Jay Addison. Probably see them spread the floor, let Downey attack, and he does. Up and under. Man, he's pretty sweet. Javion Downey, that little up and under scoop he's got is as nice a move as you'll see. So, at the end of 3, Jay Addison 71, Orangeville 57. No signs of life for the hometown Orangeville Prep. Someone's got to wake up. Amazing to see just how quickly it took the rest of this league to catch up to what Orangeville is. You know, there was a time Orangeville dominant, but then kind of since 2020 to now, the rest of the league catching up. And also, you know, this is, look, you're going to get the best coaching there is. Just go look at the wall, how many guys in the NBA from this program and how many guys playing college basketball. At some point, the players have to look themselves in the mirror. This is not X's and O's that's going wrong for Orangeville. The players aren't executing. And I know they're high school boys, but eventually they have to take ownership themselves. They got to come out with more fight. They got to refuse to lose. I told you, I interviewed Jalen Jackson Posey from Stephen F. Austin last week. He was the 6th man of the year in the WAC preseason all-conference guy this year. This guy's going to get a chance to play maybe in the NBA, certainly pro somewhere. And I was so blown away with his defense. And he explained to me after, take it personal. I said, what advice would you give to high school guys? Take it personal when someone scores on you. You don't see a lot of that. And that's the players got to take that ownership themselves. To quote Guru from Gangstar, take it personal. R.I.P. Guru, by the way. Jalik off the glass. Nicely done. Jalik Dunkley distant. You're Jay Addison. Don't change a thing. This guy Downey's elite, their guard, and then Sacco, one of the best players in the country. The inbound, 11 seconds left on the shot clock, Messam. He took about 7 steps. Sacco, little kiss off the glass this time. Ibrahima Sacco. They're not all highlight reel for Sacco, but they all count. Matai Baptiste, the response for 3, much needed. 73-62. Short, but another wide open look. Engen underneath. That's nice. Oliver Engen, a bit more like it. Lead back down to 9. Let's go, boys. From the corner, the response. That's Rav Randawa. Anytime Orangeville makes a run, Orangeville, the counterpunch to stagger the hometown team. Engen blows by everyone. Oliver Engen, back-to-back for Orangeville. Gut check time for Orangeville. Sacco. And there's Randall. Well, that's 2 this time. But back to back. And now Remy looks like he's taken one in the eye or the nose as well. So Tisington, I didn't see what happened. I was looking at the shot. It was away from the basket. Engen. Matai, too strong. Randawa, back-to-back buckets for Jay Addison. Good battle. Matai helps Engen steal that. Matzel. Jalik. And then it has his pocket picked by Messam. And then Zion is fouled by Engen. Jalik careless with the ball. Zion Messam snuck in from behind, just poked it away. Orangeville just hasn't been able to get this down to kind of 3 or 4 at any point tonight. So Zion Messam from Oshawa. The Schwa. I'm a Durham College grad. I mentioned I was out in Oshawa Saturday watching TMU, Ontario Tech. It's a lot easier because I don't get no traffic. You just fly out to Oshawa, fly right home. I'm a picker, so I don't have to worry about that downtown traffic. Matzel and Dawson is fouled. So Dawson's got some fight in him tonight. He's just got to start hitting free throws. Normally money from the line. He struggled tonight. Finally hits one. One of 2. Again, the struggles continue from the line. Sacco, lightning quick first step, muscles by Baptiste, and then he stares him down. Ibrahima Sacco, dude can play. Jalik to Baptiste. Matai muscles his way back. Downey to Sacco, and he's fouled this time by Baptiste. Sacco has just got Baptiste's number. I'm always amazed every week you come to the gym, guys you haven't even seen or heard of, and they're like all world dudes. Sacco one, this Downey guy, another. One of the things I love about coming up to this gym, there's a reason I drive 90 minutes to 2 hours every week when I could go call games up at Durham College and don't. Rather come here. It's getting to see guys like that every week. The difference makers, special. Kovacic. Guarded by Randawa. Engen, corner three. And Jay Addison comes away with it. And how that's a foul, I don't know. The guy tripped. It is what it is. Jay Addison ball. Do we know who Jay Addison is? If anyone can send me a message. Sacco. And finally misses. Baptiste. Nice cut from Engen. Nobody's guarding Ollie. Keep feeding him. Ollie Engen having a night. And Zion Messam this time off the glass. Too much. And knocked out, should be white ball still. (86-71), 5:14 to go. Orangeville in desperate need of a run. Down 15. Baptiste. And then just telegraphs it. Stolen. Kovacic pulls up. And blue ball. They had a 3-on-1, can't finish. Sarkonovic short. He's had a nice night, in spite of missing that shot. Matzel to Engen. Kovacic attacks. And he'll shoot a couple free throws. Didn't drop for him, but he's going to shoot two. So Kevin, a class of 2024. Hopefully be back here next year. Foul was on Zion Messam. And nobody guarding Sacco again. Jeez. Ibrahima Sacco wide open and then just destroys the rim. Matzel. And Jalik's going to get caught with a push in the back. He was trying to follow. I don't care if 23 goes to the washroom. Someone in white's got to follow him in there. Wherever he goes, there needs to be a guy in white on his hip. Downey And he finally misses, and he's down hard. Javion down, he looks like he got one in the face. And Jalik, and Downey's down, the other ran hard. That's why they stopped it. Looks like he got one in the eye. He keeps kind of wincing and holding one of his eyes. Yeah, it looks like his left eye got poked. That hard, like, I mean, a lot of us have had that. You get that poke in the eye, it kind of drains your whole body. You're like, it's just one of those really painful things that, you know, when the adrenaline starts to ease up, it's really painful. Splash some water in the eye, take a minute, walk it off, blink it off. You should be all right. So he's got to go to the bench now. They stopped the play because he was hurt. Yeah, he's got to be substituted. He is, yeah. .88.73. Time running out for Orangeville. Randall, I want to see Orangeville start to press. They got to create turnovers. Did a great job of that against Royal Crown a couple weeks ago on the road, where they were down big late, and they just pressed the hell out of them and created turnover after turnover. They're sitting back and letting Sacco just destroy them. Ibrahima Sacco. And finally, Jalik Dunkley distance with the response. .90-75, 3 minutes to go. Nemanja Sarkonovic, mentioned from Kitchener. He's a class of 2023, previously played with Tri-City Prep. Home with Jamal Murray. Kitchener. Still be white ball. Jalik inbounds. So the shot clock hadn't started late. I think that's what the ref's saying. Restarted. So you should be 3:01. 3:01 on the game clock. Because they just took. We're trying to do that now. It should have been 3:01. They put it at 2:59. Either way is what it is. Matai. And a travel called against England. Well, the wheels have fallen off. Orangeville out of sorts. So Randawa, Rava 2023, he's got an offer from Portland. Also plays with Grassroots Elite. Engen. And Matz will lose the handle on it. Should be blue ball. Well. Orangeville bench looking over, body language defeated. Everyone head down, looking at their shoes. Messam. And then there's a foul by Engen. Zion Messam to the line. Zion had a nice night. Started off with a big 3 earlier in the game. Got things going for Jay Addison. Well, the lead at 24, 2:21 to go. Well, Jalik got away with the travel. No, he didn't. Called again. So Orangeville in back-to-back possessions has traveled. Randawa has his pocket picked by Matzel. Here's Jalik, and Djordjevic is hammered. He got hit in the head pretty hard. Well, Eli will shoot some free throws. Well, I'm sitting on a backlog of interviews and highlights I got to get to. Thankfully, I'm going to get a couple-week break from my golf radio show over Christmas. As well, I won't be calling any games, and so I will dig through them all and have them posted on my undrafted_FA Instagram. Try to get Sacco and Downey tonight. Certainly Sacco for sure. An interview with him. Mohamed Mahadi is fouled by Jalik. We're going to see Jordan Bates for the first time tonight, number 3. Checking in. Well, Bates looks really young. I don't know what year he is. Mahadi from Saskatchewan hitting free throws. Now we're going to see Elijah Patterson. And who am I missing? I don't know who the other guy is. Forgive me. Someone else out there not on the roster. Kovacic, easy lay-in. Well, someone's mom or someone is keeps screaming at the ref. This is not the time to be doing it. Messam. We're good. Kovacic, pad stats at least. Nemanja Sarkonovic, more free throws. He's had a nice night. Deceptively good player. And a travel. That's, I think, 3 out of the last 5 possessions Orangeville's traveled to just give them the ball. Like I said, this is not an X and O issue. It's mental lapse, right? Josh Luzayamo. And then Messam gets his own rebound. We also have Jonathan Lynn, number 7, seeing some action for Jay Addison. So they've emptied the bench, which in the previous 6 years up here, it's usually because the score's the other way around, that the opponents empty the bench. Not with a blowout of Orangeville. Messam blows by everyone. Zion Messam. Jay Addison just came in here and hang 100 on Orangeville. The response from Dukovic. Luzayamo, the free throw line. Long day today. Starting to catch up with me. And the 2 guys just coming off the bench, but they're playing like their lives depend on it, right? These guys are just getting their minutes, and so. No good. I'm hoping they don't continue with the fouling here. It's a 20-point game, 30 seconds left. Let's just run it out. Like Eminem says, sometimes you just got to admit when it's it, right? Not Orangeville's night. Regroup. Try again next week. Lynn. And then Dukovic is fouling with 13.3 left. And now Jonathan Lynn get an opportunity to get himself on the score sheet. Missing Jeremy Lin all of a sudden. Former Toronto Raptor, New York Knick. No good. Patterson. Let's see Elijah put it up. Take it. Patterson does. And in and out. So that'll do it. Jay Addison comes up here and runs over Orangeville 104-83, courtesy of Ibrahim Asako and Javion Downey, just dominant. I'm Chris McKee. Always a pleasure getting this opportunity. This is my last game of 2022. We'll see you guys back up here mid-January, hopefully for a different result.